Well, you also have America's premier venture capital fund, Sequoia, arguably run by a communist Chinese leader. Your thoughts on Sequoia?
Well, Sequoia is incredibly concerning, and on the select committee, we're obviously going to be looking into that. We're building kind of an investigative team right now, and there's some good work that's been done in past Congresses that hasn't seen the light of day yet that we're hoping to build upon. But the bottom line is this. People don't understand the way in which the Chinese Communist Party uses something called United Front work to corrupt our domestic institutions. United Front work is this combination of intelligence operations and influence operations and economic coercion that they use to buy off foreign elites and promote stories that help the Communist Party and eliminate stories that hurt the Communist Party. We need a massive strategy for countering United Front work, because it's not just Sequoia, it's not just various asset managers, it's American universities, it's other educational institutions across the board. For too long, we've let this soft form of corruption to go forward, and that's what we're going to have to tackle on the Select Committee on the Chinese Communist Party.
Well, you mentioned universities. An anonymous Chinese person donates almost $60 million to the University of Pennsylvania, and then Penn is able to shut down the China Initiative, which was the very vehicle that the U.S. was using to announce a string of indictments for those people who were involved in surveillance and stealing intellectual property. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think it reveals the broader problem here, which is that too many American universities are desperate for CCP money. The Trump administration started enforcing something called Section 117 of the Higher Education Act, which requires disclosure of gifts in excess of $250,000. And what did they discover? $6.5 billion worth of previously undisclosed donations. And then when the Biden administration came into office, suddenly those disclosures stopped. So either the Chinese money spigot turned off, which is highly unlikely, or they're simply not enforcing that section of the law. And then when you dig into these individual gifts, invariably you find a connection to the United Front Work Department or some CCP official tied to that money. It comes with strings attached. So we have to enforce the law. We have to eliminate Confucius Institutes. And a lot of the Confucius Institutes, amidst previous crackdowns, simply rename themselves to get away from the scrutiny. We have to protect our academic freedom and our students, particularly Chinese students, from transnational repression by the Chinese Communist Party.